Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Going On. So the client was complaining about the First Amendment again, considering he's not even from this friggin' country. And I think that's the biggest one. That truly shows you that this guy, like, if it's 2024, right? Just take off 500 years. 1524, the whole Renaissance times. If this guy was a prince back in the Renaissance times, he would have been one of those people, oh, off with his head for what he said about me and my fake black wife. Oh, cut his head off. That's Harry right there. It's very obvious that Harry is a tyrant douchebag. It truly is. So when he's sitting on this stage, not only complaining about his emotions, complaining about his mother, now he's complaining about the First Amendment. What he says, what I really don't like and what I find hard to make peace with. What do you mean find hard to make peace with? Bitch. Like I want to say the B word to this guy. I truly do. What do you mean, bitch? Like, this is the First Amendment. You don't have to make peace with it. That's the way it is. We won the war, 1776, bitch. What I find hard to make peace with is that there are some people on one end of the spectrum who are sitting behind their keyboards writing dangerous or defamatory headlines. Here's the thing, client. Does that include People Magazine? Does that include Page Six? Does that include Us Weekly? Does that include InStyle? Does that include all of the journalists that your fake black wife, Harry, I'm talking directly to you. Does that include them too? Oh, no. You're only talking about the people that write negative stories for you? Or really, who are you talking about? Who is this man talking about? I feel like he's just simply putting on a show because it's never actually targeted. Because there's been publications that will write hit pieces the way he thinks they are. They'll write hit pieces against him and hit pieces against Meghan Markle. But what about the publications that are kissing their ass and taking their money? Okay, we literally had Sky News and Marie Claire both admit that they have sources directly from the two idiots, if not them directly themselves. Marie Claire admitted that in a tweet. Harry shared a video with us. What about them, client? Oh, it's only the people that you want to talk nicely about you, isn't it? Which doesn't make any sense, because if you're going to attack the First Amendment, you're going to attack all of it. That's why it's so stupid. So he says, knowing that it's going to work as clickbait. Exactly. Does that count for People Magazine, Page Six, Us Weekly? Ask your fake black wife, client, because any context in the rest of the article protects them and there's nothing you can do about it. And it's called the First Amendment, Harry. There's nothing you can do about it. No shit. All right. You want to know what I would tell this guy to his face? Create your own media company. Why don't you start a media company? Like, start a journalism thing and have journalists that will, oh, that's right, he already does have his own journalists. Have journalists that will write the pieces you want them to write. Why doesn't he get that? But because he doesn't want to. He wants everything censored. That's what it is. And on the other end of the spectrum, you have Nobel Prize winners like Maria Ressa, who's literally putting her life on the line, and war correspondents. I don't know what any of this has to do with anything. Again, who are putting their lives on the line to bring us the truth. Sir, are you trying to say that you think you belong in the mouths of war correspondents? You're not a soldier. You never were a soldier. You're in a bunker, man. What the hell is this? And why are you saying it? It's so stupid. And he says, that to me is the spectrum, and my life has been covered by this end of the spectrum, the defamatory one. That's so dumb, dude. Like, does Harry realize that if people didn't write clickbait articles about him, then nobody would really give a shit? I don't think he gets that, right? He doesn't understand that he's so unimportant as a person simply because he's Diana's son and Charles's son. That he's really not that important of a guy. I'm sorry, Harry, you're not. And he says, which I'll be damned if those journalists are going to ruin journalism for everybody. Oh, and also he said journalists, like in quotes, meaning he's talking about people online. Ruin it for everyone because we depend on it so much. Okay, fine. I mean, I would love to agree with what this guy is saying, right? But the problem is he's literally got journalists at his disposal. Okay, his fake black wife literally talks to journalists every single day. She runs stories from her stupid little laptop that we saw in the Netflix special every single day. This is why I'm telling you, this guy is full of shit.